against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. Call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. He finds his man complete. It's Robbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now back to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, it's Williams. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
On second down now, it's Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Obviously, important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down at 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll set up to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They go back to the ground with Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Williams running left. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Alert. Run. Check.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They go play action. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
He's checking. Under 10, 10. Alert.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he is out of bounds here. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Right back to Pitts again. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And his kick here is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Browns take over a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And his kick is indeed good. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Fancy footwork at the 45. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Mayfield to throw it this time. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Baker Mayfield. 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
164 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now this offense, yeah, they keep wanting more, but they kind of got to be careful here, CD. I mean, we're still in the 3rd quarter. This game isn't over yet.
I would agree with you there, because while they've had all kinds of success and hit on some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do is start to get loose with the football. A lot of time left, as you mentioned, and if they keep turning it over, they'll bring them back into the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline, And did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a give right side. Williams. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. He'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Kill, 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 turn it. Kill, kill, kill.
Now Chubb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Boy, 196 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. The extra point up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Escaping the pressure right.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
2nd down and 8.
Mayfield off the play fake. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know we spend a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll run it with Williams, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Falcons grab it. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They run it again with Chubb. And some space here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree. Matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Browns, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7.